Hi guys, it's Jessy here and welcome today to a new pick a card reading. So my beautiful souls, I hope that you guys are doing well and are taking a moment of your day to tune into this beautiful pick a card reading with me. Now today's pick a card reading, my love, is going to be all about the blunt truth and how attractive you truly are. So I hope that you guys are ready for this wonderful reading. I love these types of reading because oftentimes we figure something beautiful about ourselves, and it's just wonderful to see or to hear how people think of us or notice us, right? So as you can see, I have prepared 4 different groups for today's reading. So we're starting here with group number 1, which is represented by the Lyosite crystal. Group number 2 is represented by the Pyrite crystal. Group number 3 is represented by this beautiful Amazonite gemstone. And then lastly, group number 4 is represented by the Hematite. So, beautiful soul, take a moment right now, go into your own energy, meditate upon it if you need to, and then pick one of these or multiple groups that you're attracted to, and then go down below in the comment box or in the description box. There you find the timestamp that will bring you directly to your reading. Now guys, keep in mind all of the readings that I do on my channel are general readings, so of course only take what resonates with you. And if you would like a personal reading, you can always go on my website. That is www.angeliceclipse.com to book a personal reading with me. So, beautiful souls, right now I'm going to dive into group number 1, and all the other groups I'll see you at the click of your timestamp. Hi there, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to the Lyosite crystal, and of course the first pile. Look at this gorgeous crystal. So in today's reading, as I said, we're going to look at how attractive you truly are and what people find attractive about you. So let's turn out the first card and see what messages we can get here. So I can see here that the first card that represents you and why people find you so attractive, group number 1, is that you are very sincere. And with that, so many of you might think, oh my gosh, but this is not attractive at all. Well, you are very attractive because people find you to be very pure of heart. You have this vibration about you that just, it's almost like an angelic energy around you. You know, once you see someone and this person seems to be so honest, so pure, and that shines a type of calmness, but again also softness and also cuteness around you. So I get like this is almost like this, as I said, like this angelic vibration about you that people finds to be very attractive. Now, the pureness comes from one, I feel like your appearance, your vibe, and I can almost say maybe your aura. And at the same time, there is a little bit just of cuteness and softness in your future that just completes the whole deal here, group number 1. So sincerity is something that you just can't make up. You can't fake it until you make it or something. It's something that comes out of you and that so naturally that people feel super comfortable, like from the moment they met you, like they know they're like in the right hands, or that they can trust you, that there is something good about you. And because of that, you're automatically shining so much brighter. So people find you to be very attractive because honesty is something that we all look for in a person, in our partner. We want someone who's loyal, who's faithful, who we can trust. Trust is like a gigantic, thing within relationship. Without trust, there is nothing to build upon. So people find you very attractive, knowing that you have this trait within you, or at least you appear to have that within you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you're absolutely such a wonderful person. And with that honesty of yours, it's like shining so bright. I feel like people just feel like you mesmerize them. There is like something about you that people just keep looking at you and just it's almost like you cast a spell upon them. It's almost like the first time they see you, it's like they want to know more about you, because some things just seems too good to be true. And once you kind of like see that, it's almost, let me put it like this way, it's almost for so many people like you're the fairy tale coming true, like in their head. There is like literally a vibration around you that it's like too good to be true, and so people get just like hugged upon you. I feel like you definitely mesmerized, and there is something about you that just, you know, pulls people in and draw their attention, and they're like, oh my god, like how can a person like be like this good, this honest, this sincere, this wonderful, and at the same time have like this soft energy, very calming energy. And I feel like so many people when they meet you, they feel like you're one of few that, you know, almost like the living species that are just like a one of a few that are like still like you, like still like so pure like you still. And in a way, sometimes people might see that as naive or perceive that as being naive and in that way too cute, or just like cuteness. But I'm seeing here that you're not naive at all, but because maybe you have like this appearance, and maybe also like these futures, and then again the vibration, people might think that you're naive, and it might sound like crazy or something like that. But oftentimes when people come off as being at the same time, you know, soft and almost like fragile, and almost, I want to say like too good to be true, people tend to protect you. People tend to over protect you even at some time. So I feel like people find you very, very attractive and in ways, and will go kind of like great lengths to protect you, or to even like sometimes and make you their asset. Like it sounds like crazy, but that's like what I'm getting. Like they want to be like in your space. People literally might fight, not aggressively or anything like that, but they might fight to be around you because they want to be infected. They want to be infected with your goodness. Sounds like crazy, but you know, sometimes when you feel like this is such a good person and they have like such a good vibration, it feels good to be around someone, and they're literally like just like mesmerized on how good looking you are, how cute you are, how soft you are. And especially if you're a female, I can see maybe some of you guys might have like beautiful roundings as well, and it just makes like the whole thing complete. It's like this sweet cherry on top. It's like people just think like it's really, really gorgeous. And at the same time, I feel also that many of you might have a really soft voice or very tender, low voice that men or even women, I mean, yeah, you can do like both, but I'm seeing here it drives people crazy. There is something about your voice alongside with how you act or something like that that just makes people like go nuts. Like it's so soft, it's almost like you're singing. Like, am I like even making sense? But I hope I am. But that makes you like so dang attractive. I can feel like your voice reaches certain tones or even levels that just makes people tingle. I don't know if in this group you watch ASMR or you are someone that does ASMR, but I feel like you would be like the perfect person to do like ASMR or something, because your voice, like there are certain sounds within your voice that just makes people, I don't know, like literally tingle. Like literally people feel like almost like orgasm just sometimes listen to you. And you might hear like people also just wanting to talk to you. People really enjoy having phone conversations with you. So it's kind of like the whole deal. Like I started out with just like one card, but so many details are coming out for you. So there is like a lot within just being you that is already naturally there, that makes you super attractive to so many. And even like if you're a male, maybe you have like this a very bass tone or something that just makes like your heart like melt. It's like so sexy. And people that are attractive to you are in some way attractive to that softness and cuteness. So I definitely feel here that you have like a lot of attention, but you also have maybe a lot of people that are willing to go to great length to protect you. There are literally people who will step up for you when they hear people talking bad about you. It's like you automatically tap into people instincts to let them protect you. Like it's like human nature, or maybe even animal nature. Like, you know, when you see someone who's vulnerable and you think they're absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, you would like to protect that. So I feel like a lot of people will definitely protect that. And in terms of being a woman, a female, I feel like a lot of people will treat you just like without knowing as a princess. Like they will treat you with so much dignity, like almost like royalty. That's like the vibration that I'm getting here. So it's like really intense here. So I'm feeling here that you are very attractive. You are maybe the embodiment of so many feminine details if you are, you know, into that energy. And it doesn't have to be like male or female, but definitely so much embodiment of the feminine energy that makes you super cute. Look at this, like in the eyes, I can see like the hearts. So I'm almost seeing like your eyes, as I was saying, like they're super mesmerizing. I can almost feel like so many people look at you and instantly fall in love with that softness and cuteness within your eyes. And I can also see here the plump lips. There is also something here about your lips. And it's just like the softness, kind of like overall, that it makes you very attractive. Like people just love that. For so many culture, that's like the ideal perfect person. Oh my god, look at this. We have the Princess of Cups. This is, guys, what I was telling you about yourself. And yeah, that's definitely the energy that I'm getting. Like, it's not the Queen, because the Queen is like a more mature, but because people see you as more as a softer person, they might also see you like maybe someone who's much younger than you are. They might think that, you know, you're so much younger because there is this glow about you. You have like this soft features, and like I said, they definitely want to make you their princess. Like they automatically treat you that way because you are, again, I'm also seeing like you're so poised, you're so elegant, you're so like princessish. Like there is something about you that's very princess. So yeah, this is very feminine energy that I'm getting. When people see you, they definitely, as I said, like it feels to them like it's like luck. Like they feel so lucky that they have you like within their life, like really attractive. Like how can like this person, you know, be around me and still finds me okay? I mean, people really put you on a pedestal here, group number one. And I can also see that people find you really attractive because you can talk well, you can speak well, you have maybe good friends. For some, it might be, you know, that you have a couple of great friends that are really amazing. For others, it might be that you have a great group of network. But what I can see here is because you're so sincere, people just love you, like really love you. And so when people meet you and they see that you're almost, I wouldn't maybe say like a social butterfly or something, but it might be. But definitely because you have good friends, they see you laugh. I can see here that people oftentimes see you smile a lot, and this just, you know, you can have like someone that looks amazing, but that smile on their face makes everything, you know, someone who's really happy with their life. And I can see here, group number one, that is one thing that makes you absolutely attractive, because you seem to have it all. You seem just to have it all. Like, really luck. Oh my God, look at this. We're having the Two of Cups. Talking about like having it all. It seems like you're absolutely balanced, that everything is going your way, that and that independency, but also not allowing anything to just, change your mood or become negative. Like your cup might always be half full instead of empty. That is something that really, really makes you beautiful to a lot of people. And I also can see here that you don't doubt easily. Like, you know what you want. No. I wanted to say, like, you know what you want, but I'm getting, for some of you, it's like the opposite. What I'm getting with this card, some of you might have it more than others. In terms of, some of you guys will just know what you guys want and won't have like this trait so much. But I can feel here that on occasion, you guys maybe become shy, doubtful. Like, I'm trying to find like the right words to explain this. There's something really cute about that. There's something, like when you say like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure how many of you, but this is like super, super specific, because I'm getting like some of you guys won't have like this much, some of you guys just know what you want and this is not such a big deal. But for some of you guys within this group, which is really, really specific, I'm getting like the way you say, I don't know. I feel like if you've noticed it within this group, so many people will say you don't know. It's because there is something super cute on how you say I don't know. There's something super cute about you when you are in doubt. And as I said, like, it might not be oftentimes within the groups, for some more than others, but that's like what I'm getting. Like, that's like what I'm getting with this card. Like, there's something that just makes them crazy when you say like, I don't know. Like, really, really specific on that. Okay. So, yeah, let's move into more details regarding you. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, you're so smart, my love, but at the same time, you're absolutely adorable. There is something about you. For some of you guys, it might also be that you are on the petite side, that you're just a little bit smaller, and this just automatically works on that instinct for others to protect you. You're sweet, you're lovable, but within this big, I can almost see like Charlotte the pig, like that voice, that softness, that she was so pure of heart, right? Charlotte the pig. I don't know if you guys know that movie, but this is kind of like a typical reminder of this. Like, yeah, not saying that you're a pig, but Charlotte the pig was super, super cute and soft and so sweet. Oh my God, dang, she was so lovable. So I think like that is something that people just really find super, super attractive about you. Another thing that I did mention is that there is something that's very elegant, almost princess worthy. It could almost be that without even knowing, you might drink your tea with your pinky up, or there might be like little things that you do that are super, super elegant and that just defines you even more. And at the same time, it makes you fragile, it makes you poise. Like, it's so hard to define like how good you definitely look very, very good. I mean, people are going crazy here over all of these traits, and I can almost hear a sense as well that because you naturally have like these tendencies, it's like in your nature. I can almost feel like maybe, maybe people just sit to you. Maybe you were in somewhere born like in the medieval time or something, because there is something about you that's so poised, so princess-like, so elegant, all of these things. Like, it's like almost you don't belong where you are. Like, you belong to just oh my god, excuse me for that, but you belong to, in somewhere good. Like, that's like the energy that I'm getting. Next up, here we have the canary. Within the canary, look at this, we have like this singing voice, and this is kind of like confirming all the things that I already mentioned. Like, it's wonderful, like how all the cards are yeah, just aligning. For some of you guys, it might also be that you guys just have like a great voice. Maybe you guys can sing pretty well, and that's something that people find very, very attractive as well about you. Next up, here we have the rhino spirit. I feel like the way that you dress it, and maybe you wear soft colors or something like that, or pastel colors, but there's something about the way you dress that people find really beautiful about you. So yeah, these are beautiful cards that I'm getting for you. So next up, we already have that within the pig spirit, but also people find you to be very, very wise. And I already told you guys, it might seem like you are very naive, but you're not, baby. You're definitely not naive. So I can see here that it's kind of like the other side. When people get to know you, they're like, oh damn, but this person isn't just only like cute and poised and amazing, but they actually don't need protection because they're already very, very wise and they know to stand their ground. But still, because you look that way and because you have that vibration, it's like intuitively people want to do that for you. The best possible decision, like on the Wheel of Fortune here, yeah, they feel like they will hit the jackpot when they are with you. When they look at you, it's like, wow, where is this person coming from? I would say, like here, group number 1, it's such a great reading. I'm like amazed like on how many great things are here. Let me know if this reading resonates with you. And yeah, for me, you are pretty dang attractive on how I can see this. So group number 1, if you happen to like this video, hit the thumbs up button, and if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Hi there, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful pyrite crystal. So let's hop into your reading to see how attractive you truly are. So the first card that I got here for you is the card of spirituality. So this is actually a really, really gorgeous card. I can see here that so many are attractive to you because you rise above the material things. You have this deep connection with a being, with energy, and you might be highly sensitive or very intuitive, spiritual. You might have a certain practices, and these practices are making you very, 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 very attractive to so many, especially when I can see here that there is a shift going on in the world where so many more people are becoming more aware and also are trying to, incorporate spirituality into their life. It is creating like this huge, almost like doorway towards you. So there is something about you. I feel like when people see you, they feel like you are beyond, like maybe beyond what they can reach for themselves. So in a certain way, it's kind of like a confrontation for them, for like where they want to be. And they admire you so much for having like your viewpoint and, working so hard maybe upon yourself and creating that wisdom for yourself. I feel like so many people get inspired by who you are and the type of practices that you have. And at the same time, I can feel here that so many people find you attractive because you are absolutely empathic. You might be an empath, you might be highly sensitive, and this is exactly what people find to be so mysterious, but at the same time super sexy about you, if you get like what I'm meaning. Like, you know, I think it's like, yeah, that is it. Like, because you know what people need, what people want, oftentimes you automatically are doing those things. And because you are like that, people just are, they're like so crazy about you. They're like so crazy about you because you get them like no one has ever gotten them. Like, it's, when you finally kind of like meet someone and it's like, oh yeah, I was waiting for you, because I was telling like a whole bunch of people like this story, and no one understood me. And here I am talking to you like within 2 minutes. You're absolutely getting what I'm saying. You're feeling me. It's because you have the ability to truly be empathic to people, that people find you to be very attractive, very sexy. So you might think, how is like being an empath is going to make me sexy, or how is spirituality going to make me sexy? But it is, in one way, guys, because you have chosen this life. You have chosen your way, which shows people that you're pretty independent, and that no matter how people think around you about certain choices or things, that you are willing to stand up for your own opinion and just be who you are. So I feel like a lot of people are very, very impressed maybe by your lifestyle or by the way that you are. And also, like, I feel like very much the practices as well that you do, like this whole life that you've created for yourself, and just being completely honest about it, and just open. I feel like that it makes you super sexy. Like, independency makes people super attractive, and also not being able to feel offensive so easily. It's not like you offensive, like offended, that's like the word I was looking for, but you don't feel offended like pretty easily. And that's why it's like so open and good. People feel like really good about themselves and about the situation, about you, when they are around you. And this is really, really important. So in terms of when they're talking to you, it feels like they don't have to be like anyone else. They can comfortably be themselves, even if they have like a whole different lifestyle or a whole different opinion about certain things. But because you're so open and you're so willing to listen to someone else, it makes you really sexy. It makes you so non-judgmental as well, which is a high quality that so many people look in other persons, and so many are super judgmental because I know like every single thing that other people do. But I can feel here that you're very open-minded, and that stems all like from that being able to be empathic. When you're empathic, you're being able to allow other ideas to be in your life without even judging that, without having to be ugly towards other people. So I can also see here that people find you very attractive because you're compassionate. You don't always have to win. And I feel like people respect that so much about you. So there are kind of like almost like around this empathic side of you, or there's almost like super tentacles, like traits that are making you absolutely so attractive to so many. So I'm seeing here not only you're attracted to people who are becoming aware and are spiritual, but also to so many that are not. And I can see here, maybe because of your lifestyle, you look really, really healthy. And because you look really healthy, I can almost feel like your skin is glowing. Maybe your teeth are like really white or in very good condition. I can almost feel like your skin is in really good condition. Your hair, there are kind of like a lot of things that when you take care of your health in a way that you are doing it, that it just radiates on the outside. So many people just look at you, and it's like maybe the survival of the fittest theory or something. But when like someone is really healthy and that are so good looking, and at the same time I can see here that you really, really take care of yourself in terms of only on your health, so that you but into your body, but also on the outside. You may be like someone who likes to pamper themselves once in a while, or just like go to the beauty salon or something like that. But I can definitely see here a lot of things that you do regarding your beauty, regarding your appearance, and that really radiates like on the outside. And I feel like so many forget about that. So yeah, those are kind of like really amazing things that so many find absolutely sexy and not even cute, but sexy and hot. Like sexy and hot about you, you know. People are independent. It just like have like this vibration, like I live my life the way that I want to, and at the same time I don't have to make people do the same. I leave people be. So that's such a high quality that just makes you super super attractive to others, as I said, like to many. Like, what can I say here? You're very very attractive. So let's see here what else you might have. So we have here the Eight of Wands. So within the Eight of Wands, I can also see here that people find you to be pretty attractive because you are fast in the way that you move or the ideas that you come up with, and I'm also getting here very witty, so it might be that you have some quick answers here. Group number 2. So it might be that when you're in a conversation, you're the one maybe listening, but also in a way leading the conversation, so people just feel safe around you. You always have maybe something to say, very social, very very, I don't know, like almost like you're a very very good talker. It might also be that you might have this ability to be a public speaker or something, that you're very good within those things here, group number 2, and people find that to be very attractive. You're very fluent in your language, and maybe there's also something about you and languages that just makes you very attractive. I'm also seeing here fast learner, so maybe you pick up very quickly on things, and a lot of people relate that to how smart you are. If you're able to pick up on things quickly, then someone must be smart. And do not underestimate on how intelligence makes people to be super super sexy. Next up here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I can see here in the Wheel of Fortune that maybe there is something about you that people see and they just find you to be on top of your game. And as I was saying, like it almost like you're like leading, like you're literally leading your life. It's like not you're being lived. And there is something about that people just think that you're super fortunate regarding that. So that is something that I'm seeing here for you. We have here the Five of Cups, and I can see here within the Five of Cups that sometimes you might, and I think that is the independent being that you are, people find it to be very attractive that you really don't seem to care on how people, if there's like negativity, that it just doesn't seem to affect you. Like you like to just be on your own and get like into your own zen. Maybe you like to meditate, or maybe you have other practices that you just feel comfortable with, and other might seem like, or might say like, you know, this person might be lonely or something, but once they get to know you, they will see like it's not loneliness. It's just like who you are. You really enjoy being around yourself, and you really enjoy your own company. And a lot of people just can't do that. Group number 2, and I can see here you might be maybe the person that just likes to just go to the movies on their own, or just like, you know, sit on a restaurant and just dine on their own or something like that. Being really really independent, or travel alone, or, you know, take a certain adventure alone. And I can see here that a lot of people admire that. That makes you really really sexy. And at the same time, sometimes it can scare people. Like, it's like, wow, you're that independent. Like, I want to be needed in some way. But don't worry about that. It's sometimes things that other people have to deal with themselves, because when they feel like they're not needed, people might feel like, oh, there isn't like a purpose for them. So these are kind of like maybe things you might have bump up against in relationships, like people having the sense that you don't need them because you're really, really independent. But at the same time, so many people find that to be sexy, right? Next up here, we have the Queen of Wands. And within that, I can see that you are also very, very passionate about the things that you do. You're very creative. You can come up maybe with the craziest ideas, and you're willing to put all your passion and your focus upon it. And it really makes you attractive. As I said, like, you're someone that dives within an idea, and they're willing to put like 110% into whatever they're doing. And people see that commitment that you gave in your goals, your dreams, and they see that as something that's very sexy, because they can think as themselves as being maybe your goal, or your life with them being your goal. And they know once you commit, you're going to commit with such passion that is like amazing. And they really, really enjoy that passion that you have within you. It's very, very fiery, which makes you very sexy. Next up here, we have the Four of Wands. There's something also very, as I said, like very comfortable about you. Once people see you, they see you literally as being like the wife or the husband material, like literally. And I feel like that's because you have almost like 10 of the 10s quality that people are looking for, being very independent, know what they want, but still being gentle, still being honest, still being compassionate, and all those things. Passionate, like, it's like so dang crazy on how much boxes for so many people you are checking off. It's so crazy here, group number 2. So people just see you as the perfect wife or husband material, because you're just it. You've got like all the little bitty parts that so many people are looking for. And people just can imagine living their life with you. You make it so easy for them to just, marry you. Like, I feel like almost like so many people will ask you to marry them, or make jokes about that. Like, if I don't find anyone, I want you to be my wife or husband, or anything like that, because you're such like a good material. Like, it's not easy to find like someone like you. So I feel like to so many, you are like their picture perfect. Next up, I see here the Queen of Pentacles, making sure as well that you are very independent in your financial ways. You have ways to just, do your thing. I can feel like not only you're very independent in your ways, as I said, but also financially. You're very financially secured. You've got a great sense for financials issue. And I feel like so many people are like, I don't know if, my boyfriend or girlfriend has that. But it's so important to have that. And people see that within you. Like, you're good with money. Like, you are someone who's very responsible with money. And you take responsibility as well for your actions. And that just sets the bar like so much higher. Like, I have like no words. Like, you're leaving me literally with no words here, group number 2. You're like that amazing. So let's see here what else we have. So in the Hummingbird Spirit, I can see here that there is something about you here, and it might be here your eyes. There's something really gorgeous here about you. For some of you guys, it will be literally your eyes, but I can see as well just the way who you are. It's like the whole dang picture. I feel like you're very, very good looking here, group number 2. You're very, very good looking. There is something, I would say, very almost like freedom about you. And that's kind of like the word that comes to my mind. Like, there is something like the way you dress or the way you look. It's so freeing. It's so liberating. Now, for some, it might be like you wear certain type of clothes that just, you feel like that goes well with you. But however you wear it, it just works with you. And that makes it like so fantastic. Oh my God, we have like the Horse Spirit. And I love this because we're talking about freedom and we're having like the horse spirit. Like, I don't know what to say here. Like the angels are working along with this reading, but yeah, it's like super freeing. There is like this vibe about you, like you are, I almost like seeing kind of like Black Beauty kind of like vibes. I don't know like what I have with the readings today, but I'm seeing movies and I'm definitely seeing your animal movies, but I'm seeing here Black Beauty here with you. It's like such a poised, but at the same time, harsh but really soft. Like it's a harsh shell but then really soft again. I don't know if you guys ever saw Black Beauty. If you haven't, you have to see this movie. I was like super impressed. I cried, guys. It was a really, really beautiful movie. But however, that's like what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing here, there's something about your hair that people really, really like. So if you're having here long hair, long black hair, or just like a long hair, people really like that about you. So that is really specific, of course, for the ones who have long hair. We have here the electric eel. Yeah, as I said, like you really inspire people everywhere, like wherever they are, wherever they are in their life, you seem to inspire people. And I definitely feel her deep emotional connection with so many, and that is why people find you to be super, super attractive, like electric. And there's also a high sense of chemistry here around you. I feel like your sexual appeal here is pretty high, group number 2. There is like a raw energy here within you. We also have here the wombat spirit that combines beautifully with the 4 of Wands, because when people see you, it doesn't matter like how you look, but there is something about you, as I said, like, and it's being reinforced by the wombat spirit, that when they see you, they see like husband wife material here. So really beautiful. So let's move a little bit further down your reading to see what else you might get here for you. So we have here abundance. So I can see here that when people see you, put it on like the Wheel of Fortune. As I said, like people feel very fortunate. There's something about you that, I don't know, like as it might, maybe because you eat certain things or something. There's a youth, like a timeless thing about you that just makes people just see how well you're doing. Like you don't have to say it, you don't have to carry it, but there's something about you that makes, or that let people know that you're just living a good life. And when you have that, people are automatically attracted to you, because most of the time we're not looking for someone that is going to make us feel bad or that are in bad situation. And that's because just like it's like human instincts, it's like animal instinct that we want to be like with someone who can, you know, support us or help us or something like that. So because you are, you know, in that vibration, because you're putting it out there the way that you're doing, so many people are attracted to you here in group number 2. Okay, look at that. We have the healing. And as I was saying, like there is something about you, your health is like top notch. And it could be that because some of you guys might look like athletic. Some of you guys just might just glow, or, you know, but there is something, as I said, like it's super, super appealing to so many that you'll look great in your skin. And I can see like for so many you have like the great body, because we've been talking like so much on the character traits, but I can see here because you're eating well, because you know you're doing whatever you're doing, you have like a killer body as well. And so many find that, of course, to be attractive. So not only you have like the whole, I feel like, spiritual side to you, but you also have like the physical traits that just makes like it picture perfect. So group number 2, this was your reading, and I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so, so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Hi there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful Amazonite crystal. And of course, the 3rd pile. So let's hop into your reading to see how attractive you truly are here, group number 3. So the first card here that I have for you is the card of aspiration. Okay, so right away, just like seeing aspiration and seeing here just a huge bright light regarding you, I can almost see like you have like such a big energy, or you have like such a big personality, however you might put it. It could also be that you guys have just like the most shiny glowing skin, but these are kind of like the things that I'm getting with aspiration, and I feel like that makes you dang sexy to people. You have like tons of maybe of energy here. Group number 3, people are absolutely in love with that. You really make people smile, you make them happy. You might always be like that bubbly personality. I can see like a lot of laughter, so you bring so much joy into people's life. And believe it or not, but scientifically, people find it absolutely sexy, even more sexy than just appearance. But humor is something that is really important within relationships. When someone can make you smile and just feel good, it just automatically makes you fall in love with them even more. And I can see here so many people fall for you because of your humor, because of your laugh, because you're such a feel-good person, like almost to be around. You are intoxicating. You're like a pill. Like I'm here like pill, like pink. You know, you're like a pill, just making me ill. And I know it's like not the most maybe, you know, but you're very addictive. People find you to be very addictive. There is something about that smile, that laugh. But I can also see here that you have a way of being very seductive. You're naturally very seductive. I don't know like where it's like coming from, but I feel like that is the energy about you. And that's maybe because you have like a lot of a sun energy within you. You might have like a lot of fire energy within you that automatically brings a lot more passion into you, and that comes so naturally to you. You don't have to, you know, put it out there to just be sexy and to be seductive. I can feel here that just you being you, just you goofing around, and I feel just like that goofing around, or that it's just like super cute. I feel like so many people see you and just want to be you because you're that goofy, you're that cute, you're, you know, that sexy at the same time. Like your goofiness, you're absolutely charming, kind of like the way you are. I just can't like say it like in any other words, but people find you to be super charming. It's like you're like that bubbly energy, very charismatic, smiley, goofing around. Maybe, you know, if we're talking about female, you're like the one girl that were always around boys and goofing around with boys or something. That's because kind of like your energy just automatically fits in with the boys. And it could also be like the other way around. If you were like a boy, you were always like in between girls because you're just like that good with them. And at the same time, because you're that good with them, so many might have like end up having a crush upon you without you even knowing. I feel like so many people have like a crush on you, but because you make so many friends, I can definitely feel her like you are such a good friend. People don't want to jeopardize oftentimes that relationship by just bringing in like their crush feelings into it. And I feel like so many people think that you are out of their league because you're also very good looking. So I can definitely see that you're very attractive, like in more ways than one. So group number 3, like we can end like the reading here. No, just kidding. But yeah, I can see here that you are absolutely very attractive. You're very seductive. You're very sexy. There is something about, I feel like your the way that you look, like just like the way that you put your face, or your mimic, I don't know like how to explain it, but the way that you sometimes look, it's like, you know, people are, you know, I don't know, like getting like weak knees or something. Like people just are falling literally a lot for you. Like I think like you're like, you might have been like the popular kid or the semi-popular kid, but definitely one who got a lot of attention. And if you weren't like the popular kid, I feel like you were like the one that people liked more than the popular one, but then weren't able to say that or something like that. You get like what I mean? Like you were there and you were like always there. Like there is something very, very hot and sexy about you, and you're very charming. And at the same time, I can see here, group number 3, that you're also very confident in your ways, and that makes you kind of like so much cuter. You know how to have like that perfect balance between confidence and shy. Like it's almost like naturally, you know, the game of seduction. Like you know how to tease, you know how to make it cute, you know which type of jokes to make, like when and where. Like you have like a sense for that. So a lot of people enjoy that, and you really lift them up. If ever, like even if you're not interested in someone, you can end up making someone just feel good about themselves, and turning them down still, like in a way that they won't feel like negatively about it. Like some people just have like that magic. Some people just can do it, and I feel like you're one of them here, group number 3. So you know, you have to share your tricks here in the comment box down below. But yeah, really, really exciting. So yeah, let's move into more cards here to see what else might come up. So I'm definitely here getting, yeah, and also I'm getting here with you that you're a very optimistic person. So you're always looking at the bright side. And at the same time, I can feel here that there is a little bit of an impulsiveness from time to time. And I feel like people like that about you. It might not always like turn out the right way, but there is something like, it's not you without that little impulsiveness. Like, you know, sometimes, for example, people say, oh my God, you are so clumsy. And then for the rest of your life, you end up being super, super clumsy. And people will just automatically know, you know, when one stumbles in a group of friends, you know, oh my God, that's her, or something like that. I feel like that's like the way you are. Like you are a little bit impulsive, and people like that about you, because it works out in good ways, because you can be like impulsive in ways that is just, you know, very negative, that you do things that hurt people or something like that. But I feel like with you, it's maybe impulsive in just, you know, doing something fun or doing something crazy or doing something that makes everyone laugh. You know, when it's absolutely quiet, you're there and doing like something, and everyone in the rooms lifts up and, you know, is laughing and is having kind of like a good time. So yeah, that's like good impulsiveness. Let's just like say it. So let's see here we have the Knight of Swords. So between the Knight of Swords, I can definitely see here that you might be a little bit of an adventurer. You might just like to go out and just like seek it through, go out of your dreams. That's kind of like a little bit of that impulsiveness that I just saw here. So definitely it's kind of like coming back, even to from time to time. I feel like it's like a rock vibration, like a little bitty of yeah, kind of like a rock vibe. We also have here the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So within the King of Cups, I can definitely see here that you're one that really, and I already mentioned it, but you're someone who really takes in consideration other people's emotions into consideration. You're always thinking about someone else, or if, you know, it affects someone, and you're really all about just making people feel good. And that might not be specific what you're going for, but it's something that is just coming right out of you. and that just makes you just very, very, very cute. And within the Four of Pentacles, I can see here that what others also find very, very sexy about you is that you really, really take care of things that matter to you, whether those are material things or whether those are friends, friendship or relationships or things like that. You really, really invest into those things. You really take care of those things. So I can feel here people see that you know the value of certain things and that you really appreciate little things and that they mean a lot to you. And being able to have that makes people's heart just gonna like melt. It's like super cute. For example, if you give like someone, you know, something that's really small and this person takes such good care of it because they want to let you know that you matter to them. And I feel like that is the type of person that you are. And because you have that, people are just like crazy about you. Like people just adore that about you. It's like within the little things for you. You really are like that. So sweet. We also have here the Ten of Pentacles, and I can see here that you're someone that really takes care of themselves, that you might also just have like, you know, a good solid foundation with just maybe even being rich, being wealthy or something like that, or having like everything that you want. And I also feel within that people find that to be very attractive. But, you know, that is something that you might think, oh, you know, gold diggers or anything like that, but it's actually just an animal instinct because we all want someone that could provide for us or that can care for us. That's something that's like in our system. So when we see like that someone has, you know, a good, it just gives us a sense that when we are with that person that we're safe and secured. So you're actually giving people the confirmation that when they are with you, they are safe and they're secured and there's literally nothing that could happen to them. So it makes you very, very attractive. A lot of people might want to be with you because of that. We have here the moon, and within the moon here, I can definitely see that there is something about you. What also makes people, it's like sometimes it's the dreaminess of you that just makes people want to be with you. You know, you're very, very inspiring. You have like that energy, but at the same time, I feel like you might have like a millions or tons of fantasies, and because you have like this super energetic energy, there is something very cute about you when you get, you know, into some type of, I would almost say like a fantasy or a type of wish. You're absolutely gonna like diving into that with so much energy and so much, you know, how do you say it? Like you're absolutely gonna like into it. And I feel like so many people find that to be so adorable. So yeah, cute, so like amazing, sexy, that you're just able to get yourself lost in a certain idea or a certain fantasy, that you have the ability to completely surrender yourself to something that is just really good for yourself. So I feel like so many people would like to join you in that bubble of feeling, you know, feeling good. We have here the Princess of Wands, and like we were talking about like how much energy you are super creative. I feel like those are the things that are keep coming back, that you're super creative, you're super sexy at the same time. I feel like, look at this, like how seductive she looks, like so you definitely got that. It's like right within your pocket right there. So yeah, you are very hot and sexy for so many reasons. Like I can almost feel like in the moon, you're also like the fantasy of so many. I feel like people literally, and this might sound like really dirty, but really fantasize a lot about you. So this is almost like also like the second message that I'm getting here. Like people fantasize a lot about you as well. Like it's not only you being very creative and diving into your ideas, but it's also like people fantasizing about you. You're being the fantasies of so many, like so many. So we have here the outer spirit. You're never alone. I feel like that's maybe one of the things that people find very attractive about you. Maybe because you're definitely here, and all that we can see like a social butterfly. You have a lot of energy. You are very bubbly. There's always maybe someone that is around you, and people find that to be very, very sexy, very hot. We have the antelope spirit. Look at how fast this antelope is going, and there is definitely a high energy here around you. So yeah, people find it to be very sexy. You might not ever want to sit still, or you might have like a lot of things to do. Being busy, it sounds crazy, but sometimes people find it to be very, very sexy, knowing that someone has a life or has things to do. And in that way, it makes them independent, and to know that, when you have like a relationship with them, that, they're not going to be all the time around you, but that they have like their own life, their own things, their own goals that they want to achieve. So in that way, you're very attractive as well to so many. We have also here the rabbit spirit. Within that, I can see here that there is a high sense of sexual energy, and that people can see, or that there is maybe literally pheromones around you that really makes people hot. I can see here that people fantasize and, thinking about just having multiple sexual encounters with you. That's like something that's really, really high and energetic here within this energy. And we have here the mud spirit. And within that, I can also see here that people find it very, very interesting and a little bit mysterious about you. It's almost like when they see you, it's kind of like they revive, they relive. And prior in the reading, I was talking about, how you can bring people alive, how you can inspire them. And I feel like that's one of your highest quality, that people feel like whenever you're around, they are alive again. And that is something that, doesn't come like around the corner. And some people just need that like within their life. So group number 3, I can see here that you're very, very sexy, but hey, I just only mentioned that like a couple of times. Within health, I can see here that your physique is one thing that they find very attractive about you. You might be doing certain sports. I can see here maybe surfing or something maybe to do with the sea. It might be that you like the sea or the sea area or something like that. It might also be that you have some wavy hair or some certain type of like sea type of vibration about you, or that you have a certain style. And a lot of people find that to be very, very attractive about you. So if it not might be like sports, it might also be that you have a connection with the sea. We have like a good cheer here, and look at this. We have like, it's almost like it's summing it all up with this one card, because that is exactly like what comes up here in your reading. Like, you're such a good cheer. You have like such great humor, and so what else can I say? Like, when people are with you, it's kind of like you make them. You really make their day. You make them really happy. You make them smile. You make them fall in love with you without just like even knowing, just by being you, just by goofing around and stuff like that. So yeah, you're absolutely, I have to say, sexy and hot and seductive. So group number 3, this was your reading, and I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Hi there, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful hematite gemstone, and of course the 4 card pile. So let's figure out on how sexy or attractive you truly are. So let's see what card we have here. So we have here the card of wisdom. Now, I know that so many of you guys are going to say, what, wisdom, being intelligent is not ever going to make you sexy. Well, I'm here to tell you today that you're wrong, baby, because having a good brain, a good set of brain cells, okay, is going to make you absolutely hot. Oh my goodness. I don't want to hear anything that you guys are going to say, no, it's not like that. Yes, it is. It's super, super sexy. No, don't get that, if you are smart, you have to be like a nerd. If I were like good with actors and things, I would name a couple, because I'm sure like there are like so many actors and good looking people who are pretty smart that might not like put it here. One of them, I don't know if you guys like Johnny Depp or even something like that, or compared to maybe Elon Musk or something. But there are super smart people here in the world that are super sexy because of their intelligence. There is something about when you're debating or when you're talking to someone and you can see how smart they are. You guys have to let me know that in the comment box down below. I find that to be pretty sexy. I find it to be like, oh my god, you're hot. You're hot by knowing kind of like all these stuff. I don't know, like I find it pretty sexy and hot if someone is really, really smart. And I feel like so many people think that of you here, group number 4. There's something about you when you start talking and they see like how many knowledge come out of like your mouth, how many things you know. And it might not even be like knowledge from the book, but it could also be like a life experience or you being very, very mature. That it's like people are, I feel like they want to put like almost their nails into you and like make that like that, like, that's like how sexy they find you to be when you show like how smart you are. Like literally, this is really, really hard, and I'm not kidding. I feel like this is what you do to people just because you know things, and you might have like a gift, you might be super smart, or you just might have like a lot of experience, as I said, but people find that to be absolutely hot. I feel like you're very, very good with words. I feel also that you have a way of explaining things, but sometimes here, because things are very easy in your head, it might make it difficult for others to follow you. But at the same time, I can feel like because sometimes they don't follow you because you're saying like smart stuff, people are like, dang, I'm like impressed, like dang. This is like super, super sexy, and I feel like literally people want to be associated with you, or whenever something has happened, they want to be around you. But it's just like wisdom, it's just like your intelligence, just like overall is pretty dang hot, hot, sexy. So yeah, that's like one thing that I feel like it's almost like very masculine as well. I'm getting like this masculine energy surrounding this. So I feel like they feel like someone who's smart just can also maybe at the same time protect them. Like it's like knowledge is like all. And so when you start talking and people I feel like instantly just trust you because they know that you're right. Doesn't have to be like that way because, but oftentimes you're group number 4, you're right. So it's like, and to some, I feel like they find that sexy. I feel like there's almost like 2 different groups. Like there's one who's really admiring for you being smart, and then another group here that finds it sexy because finally they've met someone that is kind of like on the same page, that truly understands what's going on, and finally having a good conversation, like a deep conversation. Not just regarding, the weather or the silly things, but really being able to go into deeper discussions and debates. And I feel like that is very, very sexy. I'm also seeing here that you might have this gift of debating. Like I'm seeing here someone really debating. And I feel like even if people sometimes hate you for it, because I feel like so many might do, they also find it very, very sexy because you're a very quick thinker. So it makes you someone who can easily win any debate or most of the debates. So that is, guys, what knowledge does. It makes you really sexy, but it makes you like a good speaker or a good debater or someone who can really take on certain challenges, who's not easily blown away. And I feel like a lot of people admire that because this almost, I feel here, power. Like it's almost because of the knowledge. As I said, like knowledge is power. And yeah, people are just drawn to that power. It really makes you masculine. Like that is maybe the energy that I feel like that masculinity comes from that power, from almost being a little bit dominant. And I don't feel like that dominant energy, but that power, that just, strong vibration. Like I'm here, I'm standing, I'm debating, I'm saying, and I have the knowledge. I know how to, build up my arguments and so forth. So I definitely getting here this very strong vibration, and people find that to be just very, very sexy, and do not compare like this, someone is debating to win at all costs and, being negative or anything like that. I'm saying like really building your arguments in a good way, not to insult anyone, not to, be negative or anything like that, or being rude or anything. It's just like really having an intellectual conversation with someone, and just at the same time being open to certain stuff, but being able to be like, equal within a conversation. So this is something that a lot of people find very sexy about you. And you might notice that a lot of people might watch you or might try to replicate you within conversations, or might, try to learn one thing or two about you. So let's see here, we have the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of people also find it very, very attractive about you that you're able to work with so many people without making kind of like enemies. So because that debating of yours, or because you have like a certain way of speaking and talking to certain, it shows, oh my God, like that's also a word that I was looking for, is like authoritative. You have like this power of authority. People automatically tend to listen to you, and at the same time you're not misusing your power. Okay, so you're definitely leading. I feel like you're a leader, and so many people find that to be very, very attractive. You might, work in an area where you're already leading, but at the same time you really collaborate a lot with people, so it shows that you are a very good team player. So these are kind of like very, very sexy traits. It shows like that a person is very trustworthy, that they're not like a backstabber, that, they know how to deal with the power. And that's something that you don't come around that easily here, group number 4. So it makes you very, very attractive. Next up, I can see here the Five of Pentacles, that you are a very private person. And I can feel like a lot of people find that to be extra mysterious about you, because they feel like they want to know a lot about you. But then again, they don't get to know that a lot about you, because you might be very, very private regarding certain things. At the same time, with the Magician here, it almost feels like you're a great manifester in the things that you want. So it almost feels like to people that you literally have everything that you desired or that you wanted, and that makes you very, very attractive to a lot of people, because they see your mind as being someone who can also manifest. It's like this great all thing tour, like all thing, it's anything is kind of like possible with you, and that's really sexy. With the Nine of Pentacles, I can see here that you're someone who might also be very wealthy, that are enjoying, or that is enjoying the luxury of life, and the luxury of material things. I can almost see here also that for some of you it might be that you wear, luxury items. There's something about maybe the way that you dresses or something like that. It's very elegant. It also shows that you have like a lot of class, and I feel like a lot of people are attracted to that. People can see like from just looking at you that you are doing well, or that you come from a great family, or that you have like a really good job and that you're brilliant in everything that you do. So people just, I feel like to so many you're like impossible to get. You're like the dream that they want, like literally, like they want to get that, but it's like almost like it's impossible for them to get there. Okay, and at the same time you have your justice and hierophant. So there is some type of way that I feel what people find sexy about you is that maybe you have some strict thoughts or um ideologies that you really stand by and that you really feel strong about, and that you stand up for your beliefs. And I feel like people find that to be very, very sexy. It might not be for like a huge part, because when you have like a typical ideology, it might not be for everyone. But still, I feel like even if it might be like completely something else, because it's coming from you, it almost makes it just sexy. It almost like you want something that knows that will not completely fit with you, but then again, this person seems to be like so good, you want to try it. Like it's like the candy that you know it's not good for you, but then still you want it. Like, okay, and I don't want to compare you to a candy that's not good, but I feel like to many it might like be that, like, if you feel like, for example, like if I'm like a Christian and you're like a Jew person, or you are a Muslim person, and like from the start, because of our beliefs, is never going to work out or something like that. I'm just now saying something that hasn't, guys, I know these are like sensitive topics, but I'm just like trying to give like an example here. And like from the start that this might not like work, you still want to taste a little bit of this person, because this person is so amazing, and they dedicate their life to this ideology or this belief or this culture, or whatever, and you feel like, okay, but I still want to taste it, I still want to be like with this person. So I feel like you're almost like unreachable to so many, and still so many fall for you. Like, I don't know like if that is like the right example, but I hope that you guys get it. Okay, so these are the things that I kind of like getting for you. So let's see in terms maybe of looks or something like that, what I'm getting. So we having here the owl spirit, showing of course that you have great insights, you're very smart. Looking at the owl, it's someone that's like wise, it's someone who already knows like all the things in life, the fine art details. They know like a lot, but also just maturity. We have here the grasshopper, showing that what people find attractive about you is sometimes that you have this risky personality. Sometimes you just take risk, and not all people are willing to do that, but it just seems to work out great for you, and people really admire that. That's just kind of like shows this strong character that you have. We have here this skunk spirit. You know your own worth, so you're not in any way insecure about yourself, and people know that. People notice that, and there's like no way around it. You are the way you are, and you're there. And to some people that might be like too much, but at the same time, as if like it's like they can get like enough of it. Sometimes we just like that. We just see like someone, it's like, I know, but I like it anyway. Within the parrot spirit, I can see here that you're someone who might just like speak their mind, and that's something that we just like saw here in general. You're someone who's wise, someone who's going to speak their truth, speak their mind, even being a little bit rigid at sometimes, but still speaking out the word and not being rude, as I said like before. But still, I can feel here within the watch your parrot, it's a fine line. It's kind of like a fine line. I feel like at sometimes you might provoke just a little bit. Just a little bit here, group number 4. And I feel like people find that to be sexy still. Like in a good way when you provoke little things. It's like good, right? It's like good. Thinking about how do you say that name of that guy? Blah blah blah, Travis. That African American guy who debates a lot and does like a great job and has like a lot of knowledge. I feel like that is kind of like the person here that we have in, like a good manager of debating, good to know how he does it, watches his word, but still provokes a little bit, you know, with certain jokes and stuff like that, which makes it actually really, really cute. So let's see here what else we have. We have here Destiny. So within Destiny, you can see here, as I said, like a lot of people want to be with you. A lot of people dream about a life with you. So I don't know here if you're a type of maybe famous or in a position that you encounter a lot of people, or a lot of people see you, maybe being a CEO or something like that. But I can feel here that there are a lot of people just, you know, dreaming about you here. Oh my God, dreamings. We got like this whole thing matching up here, group number 4. So we got here dreams, sweet dreams, sleep dream. Yeah, people definitely, you know, having good night's sleeps over you. They're definitely fantasizing here about you, group number 4. So yeah, group number 4, you're the McDreamy of so many. I feel like you have this complicated, almost like character. It's like, we love you. Yeah, we love you. So I hope that this reading resonated with you. And if it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!